Chapter 17. Divorce the story of your limitations and marry the truth of your unlimited capacity, and the whole game will change. I'm going to discover what's possible for me. I remember the day when I truly felt that I could live a limitless life. That day I felt a shift in my thinking. I knew that anything was possible for me. In 1988, I was attending community college in Santa Barbara, California. I relocated to Cali from my home in Portland, Oregon, to continue playing football post-high school. My childhood dream was to play professional football. On this day, my roommates and I invited a bunch of buddies over to watch the Super Bowl. This was a special game for us because this would be the first time in our lives that an African American was the featured starting quarterback in the big game. Doug Williams was his name. And on that day, he carried the prayers, hopes, and dreams of every Black American on his shoulders. He did not disappoint. He put on a spectacular performance. Even after suffering an injury, he endured to finish and earn MVP honors. Even though it wasn't spoken, you could feel the energy in the room of how proud we were of Mr. Williams. In my short 19 years on Earth, all of the stereotypes about Black athletes were swirling around in my head. That Blacks were better suited for positions other than quarterback. They could run, jump, and catch, but not lead, and that the quarterback was a thinking man's position. Doug Williams shattered all of those stereotypes that day. He single-handedly pushed open the door of change and forced the NFL into a new paradigm. For me personally, his performance reverberated throughout my entire body. Up to that point in my life, I only had two heroes, my dad and Muhammad Ali. Dad was my everyday hero. Ali was my superhero, someone that was more fantasy than reality. I only saw him on fight night, and during that time, he shot across the TV screen like a shooting star, and in an instant, he was gone until the next event. But the connection to Doug was different. He was a football player. He was an African American. He was the leader and a champion. He embodied everything that I wanted to be and dreamt of as a young African American man. His accomplishment that day was a clear signal to me that anything was possible for me. In 1997, long after my football career never got started, I became the NFL marketing manager for Adidas America. The scope of my employment was to execute all of the shoe endorsement contracts in the NFL, my dream job. I ended up working with Doug Williams on a few projects and developed a close professional working relationship. I never disclosed to him about how his performance in 1988 changed the trajectory of my life. I've never even asked for an autograph, but I knew with certainty that the vibration of possibilities I felt years earlier were real, and in due season, the universe did confirm it. My employment with Adidas ended in 1999, but Doug and I still keep in touch. I never said it before, but thank you, Mr. Williams, for inspiring that young kid from Oregon to reach for the stars.